Hi. So, what we're not gonna do is talk about my hair because I've been cutting it myself and it doesn't look good. So, keep your mouth shut. I have such a asymmetrical smile. Like, it's just, what the fuck is that? Anyways, oh, I paused it. Oh, I mean, this angle is also not the best angle, but I look angelic. So, the following happened. In 2018, I went to Canada for 4 months. I obviously had to find an apartment to live in. So, while I was still in Germany, I searched for a place to live. And I saw this offer from a woman who basically said,
Well, you can live in my house. I'm also living there. We have a cat, and it's only this much.
it wasn't a lot of money compared to the to what you had to pay for other apartments.
You want him to do you so much you could do anything?
It's insane. Like Canada, Jesus Christ. Also, the taxes are so high. How are you living, guys? How is it? How's it in Canada? Anyways, oh, my arm hurts already from holding the microphone. I'm so weak. So I'm talking to this woman, and she seems nice and all, We Skype for a bit, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe my luck. This is amazing. I always thought I have a good taste in people. I always thought I could sense very well when people have bad intentions. So I was kind of like, vibing with her. Oh, my arm hurts. One sec. Hi, I'm a YouTuber. Ew. This landlady, she also sub-rented another room to a girl from Germany. I think I met her like a week after I moved into my room. And before that, I just, talked to this landlady, and she had some rules, as people do. One of her rules was that everything had to be basically cleaned immediately after using it, which is fine by me. Like, I get that some people want to have a very clean home. Another rule that she told me about was that you shouldn't wash your clothes above a certain temperature, which I still don't understand why she insisted on that, but you do you, I guess. Then another rule was that we weren't allowed to store our bathroom utensils in the bathroom. She, however, stored all of her stuff in the bathroom. When I asked her why that was the case, she got so pissed. So I quickly changed the subject. Yeah, she also had a cat, which meant that every time I wanted to leave the house, it felt as if I was going through airport security. So yeah, those were a couple of her rules. In the beginning, she told us,
The rooms that you're living in, they're all yours. Like, I'm never gonna go into your rooms and stuff.
I should have known by that point. Like, why do you need to emphasize that you won't do that? So at one point I was just hanging my underwear on the radiator in my room because I didn't want to put it into the basement. And then I would come back into my room and my underwear would lay somewhere else. And I'd be like, did I forget that I moved my underwear? But no, I didn't. Yet another weird thing about living in this house was that this landlady never fucking closed her door. And her room was right beside my room. It was so uncomfortable. And then at one point, she also told us that her son would be moving in. Her son was 33 years old. He moved into the basement, which was so weird because in the basement there was no window. And he looked like the life had been sucked out of him. He just looked ill. He also behaved in a weird way sometimes. He, for example, would weigh his food, which I guess, yeah, in some cases you can do that, but he would weigh everything. Something else that was really fucking annoying was that she would constantly try to talk to us about her life. One example, I'm trying to eat my breakfast, I'm reading a book, and I'm also listening to music with my headphones. And then she comes in and she just fucking starts talking. And I don't understand a word because I'm listening to music. So I take off my headphones, I'm like, excuse me, what? And then she's starting to rant and she's not stopping anytime soon. And this just happened all the time. I also get this weird kind of feeling that she just doesn't like me. And then my birthday comes around. I spend the day eating out with friends, and then when I come home with my flatmate, like the girl that's also living at this place that
You
you know what I'm talking about. She comes home with me, and we decide that we're going to shower and then sit in the kitchen and just talk for a bit. So as soon as I'm finished with showering, I notice, oh fuck, I forgot my tampon. So I go back into my room, you know, with only a towel wrapped around my body. And as soon as I'm in my room, I hear the landlady ask,
"Are you done?"
And I was like, yeah, sure, because I thought she needed to pee or something. And then she suddenly begins to scream at me because she's pissed off that I didn't turn off the lights. I'm trying to tell her that, oh, I'm not like actually finished in the bathroom. I just thought you needed to quickly pee. I'm going to go back inside, and then later on I'm going to have a little chit chat with my flatmate because it's my birthday and it's like 10 p.m. And she just still won't stop screaming. She orders me to come outside so that she can watch me while I turn off the lights. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that later, but I'm not dressed now. I first have to dress myself. And then my flatmate comes outside, and she's like, you know what? I can just turn off the lights. It's fine. Like I'll do it. She reaches out her hand, but the landlady, my flatmate told me this later on, the landlady slaps her hand away and is like,
"No,"
because she wants me to turn off the lights. Like, bitch, she was mental. At like some point I guess she gave up on me. So I dressed myself, and then I went into my flatmate's room, and like I broke down crying. I was shaking. I was just so shocked. My flatmate calmed me down, and then at some point we went outside again. I talked to the landlady, or at least I tried to talk to her, because she wouldn't talk normally. She kept on screaming. She interrupted us all the time. She would deny stuff that she had said before. At one point, when my flatmate told her about her like rights as a tenant, she said, and I quote, "If you come to me with your rights, I will give you your notice," which basically means if you talk to me about your rights, I'm going to throw you out. So that was good to hear. She was so scary. Her moods were switching so quickly. At one point she would yell at me to take my fucking bags and leave, and then in the next moment she would smile and be like friendly again. So I don't know what the fuck was wrong with that woman, but she really wasn't right in the head. And at one point, while she was screaming at me, I also felt as if I had to throw up, so I went into the bathroom, but nothing came out. And when I came back outside, I told her to please, stop yelling at me, because I was so scared of her. But she just wouldn't listen. So for the following week that we lived at this hell house, my flatmate slept in my bed because I was so scared of that woman. And luckily, after 1 week, my flatmate found another apartment. I was so relieved. Shout out to my flatmate. She was amazing. Thanks a lot, really, truly, because I would have been fucked without her. I was a mess. Like 2 or 3 weeks after that had happened, I tried to tell a friend about this, and as soon as I started talking about it, I began to shake violently, and I felt so dizzy that I had to sit down. So I think my body was just like,
let's not think about that.
So I never did. I tried to really suppress that shit up until now. This was very boring, so I apologize, but I also want to thank you for letting me vent, because these are tough times and I'm in the midst of schmarona, you know? I don't have any friends at the moment. They're all somewhere else or protecting themselves from schmarona. Why do I say schmarona? You shouldn't say that. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm kidding. I don't know how to end this video. Bye, I guess. See ya.